High school football in St. Johns County has reached the very end of the season. We are talking about the Elite Eight in the Class 3A state playoffs, and St. Augustine High School is one of those teams. Before we talk about this week's game, we're going to recap last week and how the Yellow Jackets got here. And that was a grinding out a 34-21 win over Green Cove Springs Clay. St. Augustine High School goes down in that game 21-7 early in the second quarter. They claw their way back, and the final 27 points of the game scored by St. Augustine High School really took over that game with some big plays. Dwayne Brady had a couple of those, a 37-yard, a 54-yard, just huge plays for Dwayne Brady. Those touchdown runs helped St. Augustine get back within striking distance, and the second half the defense just took over. St. Augustine High School did not allow a touchdown after that early second quarter score by the Blue Devils, shut down a running game that featured Shane Coleman, who had 358 yards a week before against Menendez. So St. Augustine defense, not good early, but great late in that playoff game, and for that reason alone, St. Augustine High School going to play in the the third round of the state playoffs. A little bit of a downer for St. Augustine High School. The best player on the team, Dwayne Brady, he has been the meat and potatoes of that offense all season. Sprained his ankle pretty severely on a run near the goal line in the third quarter. He did not return. Left on with the help of two trainers, and was at practice this week in a boot and hobbling around in a crutch. So he is out for tonight's game against Pensacola, and that's not a good sign for the Yellow Jackets. Everything revolves around the run. Everything is set up by the run. And Dwayne Brady is not going to be in uniform tonight for the Yellow Jackets. That puts the pressure squarely on Clarence Jones and Timmy Lewis. Jones has been starting all season. He's having a great year, approaching the 1,000-yard mark. And Timmy Lewis is a sophomore. He's going to be making his first start. So Timmy and Clarence really taking over for Dwayne this week. And we can't fail to mention Kyle West and the Yellow Jacket passing offense. West has been fantastic, very steady, efficient in moving the ball. His connection with Marcus Merrill has just improved throughout the season. So Kyle West is going to be a factor tonight, and Clarence Jones and Timmy Lewis are going to be a factor tonight for the St. Augustine offense. So and they're going to have to be their best, because Pensacola, don't know much about Pensacola around here, but Pensacola, all you need to know, 11-1. They are fantastic on defense. They shut down Andrew Jackson out of Jacksonville last week. 7-6, they win that game. But how they win that game? On the strength of their defense and special teams. They blocked 3 Andrew Jackson kicks, including a point after that would have tied the game at 7. Pensacola's touchdown was set up by a block punt and a recovery in the end zone, and essentially won them the game. So Pensacola not going to give St. Augustine anything in the state playoffs. They've allowed 88 points all season, and St. Augustine has not seen a defense this solid since the 07 state championship game against Naples. So St. Augustine High School, missing its best player on offense, is really have no tougher challenge than they've seen in probably 2 years than the one Pensacola is going to present tonight. So great game, 7:30 kickoff at St. Augustine High School, and the winner goes to the Final Four. We'll have a report for you next week, and recapping a game or recapping a season, or talking about a Final Four game which St. Augustine High School would host.